Able heart, antler of style, sable gauntlet of ironbog, silver crescent, silver reel, and more awards that cannot be mentioned at this time. That was
Morwill. Yes. This morning, we asked you to go forth and contemplate whether you would take up the rights and responsibilities and join the order of defense. And we would have your answer to that question at this time.
My answer is yes.
But before we can continue, Your Excellency, you have business with this man?
Yes, Your Majesty, I do. Morwill. Yes. You have been my protege for a number of years. Yes. At this time, I'm releasing you from that position, so you can continue on in your peers and be proud of yourself. You deserve this award, and I am sure one day you will be a pelican giving that belt to your students. I'm proud of you. I will return this to you when you're ready to hold it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry that will speak for the candidate?
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, people of the East, I am Sterling de la Rosa, and I have been given the words by Jarl Ivan to carry, if you shall. Your Majesties, I have been gifted with the honor of speaking for this vigilant who sits before you to this day. I have watched this man enter this society with his joy, and through his joy, his perseverance overcame and overcome to be here today before you. When I use the word joy, it is described by the twinkle in his eye, the shining of his smile. When he's surrounded by the community, he strives to uplift and do the other things of all around. This is someone whom I've always watched and admired, and I look forward to seeing at events to absorb the joy that surrounds him. This is a good thing you do today, as it is right and proper to show the rest of society what I've seen and known all along. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Who from the Order of the Laurel will speak for this candidate? I would. When Morwill asked me to speak for him at his elevation, I was very deeply honored, because it was a tangible reminder that I held Morwill's esteem. And having Morwill's esteem is very important for me, because Morwill is above all else a man of honor. He seeks to do what is right, even if it's not easy. He works his hardest to lift others up so that they can shine. He strives to make his community a better and a safer place. In everything that Morwill does, he pours out honor like a fountain all around him. Now, if asked, he would say that he does not feel full of honor. But the important thing to remember is that fountains give and keep nothing for themselves. so that you can, even if only for a moment, realize how wonderful you are, and how lucky your friends, your barony, your kingdom, and the society is to have you as part of our game and part of our lives. And I promise to continue working my hardest so that I can say that I am worthy of being your leader.
Is there a companion of the Pelican that will speak for the candidate?
Your Majesty, I am Declan Goba, Master of the Pelican, and I have that honor. May I speak in public? The Pelican speaks to service. During the years I have known Morwill MacShane, he has served his barony since it was a shire, served his household, served the fencing community, and served the kingdom, not only as Queen's champion of fence, but as an example of what a peer should be: kind, gracious, and supportive of others. He works to help others succeed, and when they do, celebrates their accomplishment. During the plague years, he was instrumental in the growth of myself and other fencers, opening his backyard to barbecues, where invariably a sword fight would break out. Your Majesty, this is a good thing you do. This man is my peer.
Are there one or more roses that will speak for one?
Yes, Your Majesty. There are more than one rose.
Your Majesties, at populace assembled, please accept these words through my fellow Rose Marguerite, says Fortune, who I am very sure isn't going to do any ridiculous impressions of me. It is my pleasure to speak of Morwill MacShane, much as it was my pleasure to get to know him as he served as my champion of fencing, much like the honor today. I was lucky to be able to share him with Countess Vienna, but also with his beloved Barony of Buckland Cross, with the wider East Kingdom, and with the society on the field of fencing. Sharing his talent on that fencing field, sure, but also his time, his service, and his not so slightly mischievous smile. A review of his SCA experience shows that sharing, whether it be exchequer, chatelain, knight marshal, or champion, is at the core of his being. For the ideal of a peer in the society, the reason why we have speakers for each peerage is that a peer shows qualities of each order. They possess more than just courtesy, or prowess, or service, or determination, or art. This man has shared that with the East, all of these qualities in spades. He is more than a deadly opponent in the list, more than a champion. He is someone who will share all aspects of himself, do what needs to be done, and do it with, of course, courtesy. He is an example to which any one of these disciplines could point and say, be like him, follow his example. And so I would say to any of you listening, follow Morwill's example, for he is my peer.
Your Majesties, may I address your comments? Actually, I just want to talk to Morwill. The rest of you can listen. Morwill, you are kindness when I needed it the most. You are a beacon of hope when I needed it the most. My friend, you are the most decent one among us. And I am so glad to see this day happen for you. I chose you for my champion, not just because of your prowess, but because you were kind. You are nice, and you bring that to everyone you meet. We need more of you in this society, and I am grateful for you. Your Majesties, Morwill has been my peer since that day. He stood next to me in the Sweet 16 and said, I got the best spot in the house, right next to you. Thank you, my friend. I love you.
Before we call the next speaker, because, well, I'm sitting here and I can do this, I just want to point out that it speaks amazingly to your character, that not only did you have two roses speak for you today, but had I not been sitting here, I probably would have tried to fight them to be among them. You have inspired many roses, and that's an incredible feat. Now,
Is there a companion of the Order of Defense that will speak for the candidate?
Your Majesties, I'm Master Thomas Delbrook. It's my distinct privilege to be asked to speak as a member of the Order of Defense for Morwill today. I feel so strongly about this particular candidate that it caused my words to be written in my own vigil book here in front of you, such that they shall be maintained for as long as I draw back, and for as long as this book remains on earth. It is my right and privilege to proclaim these words without let or hindrance for all to bear witness. To wit, Your Majesty, I am here to provide guidance on your decision on this individual. Please allow me to reintroduce you to Dr. Morwill MacShane. If you need a skilled combatant on the rapier field, look no further. There is Morwill. If you need assistance in lightening your burden, look no further. There is Morwill. If you seek someone thoughtful to act as a sounding board for your troubles, look no further. There is Morwill. If you need someone to harvest souls on your melee field as the reaper harvests grain, look no further.
There is Morwill.
If you would like to use a rapier combatant as a wholly skilled and admired champion, look no further.
There is Morwill.
If there's need for an enthusiastic teacher or a welcoming concierge, look no further.
There is Morwill.
If you wish to have a rapier fight that is full of deadly action and will test the very soul of your skills, well, look no further.
There is Morwill.
If you need someone who perseveres in the face of adversity and do so with joy and wonder in his heart, look no further.
There is Morwill.
If there's need of a confidant full of support to buttress you in a time of need, look no further.
There is Morwill.
Your Majesties, if you need someone who will be a steadfast ally and friend through good fortune and hardship, look no further.
There is Morwill.
Finally, if you wish to be able to point to a person and announce to the world that you are proud to say that they are a member of your Order of Defense by your hand, then look no further.
There is Morwill.
Your Majesties, when I want to show an exemplar of the Order of Defense, and someone whom I have always considered my peer, I say, look no further. There is
Morwill.
I do hope that you consider my words and proceed with conducting Morwill with the Order of Defense. Thank you.
The testimony of these worthies having been heard and gladly accepted, we would have now the Order of Defense. Is there a collar?
Yes, Your Majesty.
There are several.
There are two, I believe. Your Majesty, I have this one commissioned for you. Baron Wayne.
Is there another collar?
There it is.
No, I'm cursing a lot, sorry.
I created this collar in the style of the Tadcaster collar just last night. You should see the engraving on the inside. It's on the front.
No.
I'll put you later.
Well said.
That's a whole thing that happened.
Yeah.
It's not dishwasher safe.
But wait, is there yet another collar?
Given by Davies to me, to you.
Stop.
Is there a cloak? Yeah, it'll probably be easier. Put a cloak here. It'll be easier.
This was made up.
Okay, I'll just stand here. Is there a glove?
Mari. Well, the gloves are from dark, but Mari would be embellished.
No, it's my mark.
Are there any other pieces ever done? Would you like to read the scroll first?
Go ahead.
By Brennan the king, by Keelan the queen, unto Morwill MacShane, right trusty and well beloved, we greet you well. We have been credibly informed by persons of wisdom and honest counsel that you have achieved surpassing excellence in the practice of arms, which is the true and principal profession of the nobleman. Likewise, we have received excellent report of your good and becoming character, that you are courageous, even more in small things than in great, very bold, stern, and always among the first where the enemy are to be seen. And in every other place, gentle, modest, reserved, above all things, avoiding ostentation and impotent self-praise. Therefore, finding all of these things most praiseworthy, becoming, and commendable, and willing and wishing that all shall know of your worth and value and the esteem in which we hold you, and for the correction and speeding up of law and justice, as well as the advantage and peace of the people, we do hereby invest and endow you as a companion of the order of the defense, the said honor to be held and had by you perpetually, freely, peacefully, fully, integrally, and honorably, with all manner of liberties, profits, easements, or lawful prerogatives, such as any member of the aforesaid order possesses. And we do further, by these letters patent, invest and endow you with the arms in the form following: pally argent and azure, a stag salient, and on a chief sable, a tree eradicated or, between two hammers, pale-wise argent. So that this decree, justly and legally done, may remain undisturbed in the future, and so that all and singular our subjects shall observe inviolably this our royal will and wish. We have had this document marked with the protection of our ensign's manual for force of perpetual authority, and caused it read aloud in our court upon 23 September in the 58th year of the Society in our Barony of Iron Bog. Words by Alice McIntosh, calligraphy by Thura Eriksdotter, illumination by Natalia Anastasia Evgenova.
Now there will be a buffet. Morwill and I have spoken about this. What is going to happen is that I am going to slap you across his face with one of these gloves. This is a form of challenge. As I said, we have both consented to this. If this is going to make you in any way uncomfortable, please turn away now. Morwill, I challenge you, I command you, if you pick up this glove, you will agree to further the art of fencing, to continue to teach, to be a pinnacle of this order, and to always keep that thing about you that makes everybody else smile.
Would you give your fealty at this time?
Yes, I would. Because I'm nervous, I wrote my words down. That's okay. Kneel down. That's okay. So, should I just read the words? Your Majesties, I have fought with you. I have fought for you with great pride and passion. In times of battle, I pledge my sword to protect you in the kingdom of the East. In times of peace, I pledge my wisdom, if called upon, to help guide you. In times of need, I pledge my service to the benefit of the crown and the populace of the East. In all times, I pledge to you my honor, that you may know that the crown and the populace of the East will always come first before any self-gain or reward. I make these pledges freely and publicly, so all may know my loyalty and love for the East Kingdom, and that I hold myself accountable to these pledges at all times.
I, Brennan,
And I, Keelan,
hear your words,
and bind you to them
as we have bound ourselves,
on the stone of clothes. There are many virtues.
and justice is their queen,
We wish you these
and more.
until the crowns pass from our head,
Death take us.
or the world end.
Congratulations. Please read your order.
For Morwill MacShane, who is companion of the Order of Defense. Viva!